Welcome to Ringgold Elementary School. Ringgold has approximately 480 students in kindergarten through 4th grade, with another 100 in the Dawson Pre-K program. Ringgold Elementary is a Title I school with approximately 58% free and reduced students. Being a Title I school allows us to receive federal funds to hire interventionists such as Jill Bird, Sarah Dockery, Amber Preston, and Janet Wells. It also allows us to have intervention lab and have intervention programs such as Waterford, Reflex Math, Moby Max, and Learning Ally. Currently, the types of instruction available for students in the Benton School District are on-site blended learning or the virtual learning. Here at Ringgold Elementary, we are excited to have devices for every student to use for on-site blended and virtual learning. In order to receive a device for your child, a computer usage agreement and parent responsibility agreement must be signed. Kindergarten and 1st grade students will be assigned an iPad, and students in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grades will be assigned Chromebooks. Devices for virtual students are given out here at Open House tonight. On-site blended learning students will receive devices on the first day they attend school. For students with the last names beginning A through M, this will be Monday, August 24th. For those ending in N through Z, it will be Tuesday, August 25th. It is important that all students have internet access, as there will be no paper packets given as a means of instruction for virtual or blended learning. Students will receive login information and passwords upon receiving their device. The platform used for instruction is Google Classroom. The platform used for parent communication is Class Dojo. On-site students at Ringgold will use an A-B group schedule for the first 2 weeks of school. Group A will be students with the last names beginning with A through M and attend school on Monday and Thursday. Group B will be students with the last names beginning in N through Z and attend school on Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday will be a day of blended and virtual learning for all students at their homes. Blended learning for Ringgold on-site students will occur when we are not on site. Students will receive assignments to be completed on the days we are not on site, and the assignments will be due the next day we are back. For the first 2 weeks, Chromebooks and iPads will be taken home nightly in order for blended learning to be completed on the off-site days. The AB schedule will be reviewed during the 2nd week of school, and future plans will be announced. Occasionally, group meetings will be held. Previously, these were held through Zoom, but we will now use Google Meet. All virtual learners must have reliable internet access, as no paper packets will be used this school year. For the first 2 weeks, virtual students should do assignments on the days they would be at school. After the first 2 weeks, virtual learners will use Clever to log into their Google Classroom and do assignments daily. Clever will be used to monitor attendance and participation. Attendance guidelines are the same for virtual learners as they are for the on-site learners. Virtual learners will receive instruction through recorded lessons by their teacher. The virtual lessons will be delayed by 1 day after the first 2 weeks of school are completed. Virtual learners will not receive live instruction or have face-to-face instruction unless scheduled by the teacher. Virtual learners' daily instruction, including their work time on assignments, will average 3 to 4 hours per day. Teachers will be available through email for parent questions. When possible, teachers will answer questions between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. the day the question is submitted. Depending on the nature of the email question or the time of day, please give the teacher 24 to 48 hours to respond. While on site, masks must be worn by all students when social distancing of 6 feet or more is not possible. Doors open at 7:20 a.m. In the past, we have asked for no student to be dropped off before 7:20 a.m. Due to COVID-19 risk and Arkansas Department of Health guidelines, Students being brought to school by car will need to wait in their car until the doors are opened at 7:20 a.m. Walkers need not to leave their house until 7:20 or just before, as they cannot be on campus until 7:20 a.m. Unattended students are now a concern of the Department of Human Services as well with the COVID-19 risk. When the doors open at 7:20, students will go to the cafeteria until dismissal to other areas at 7:30. The first bell rings at 7:45. The tardy bell rings at 7:50. Breakfast will be served daily at 7:55 in the classrooms. Students will have a morning and afternoon recess activity time and will not have to wear their mask during this time. Social distancing will be encouraged. Playing in groups of more than 3 to 4 students will be discouraged. Lunch will be served in the cafeteria with students social distanced by 6 feet. Each grade will have a designated lunch time and be the only grade in the cafeteria during that time. There will be only one lunch choice daily, and it will be a hot lunch. At lunchtime, students will sit in an assigned spot, and the lunch will be served to them in takeout style containers. If your child brings their lunch, for the safety of everyone involved, it is very important that students be able to open all containers and packages they have brought in their lunchbox or lunch bag. Students will be required to wear masks during their pull-out classes, except for in PE. Pull-out classes are in the normal locations. Students that will walk home will be dismissed at 2:45 by bell. A crossing guard will be available at River and Richards Street. It is important that your child knows where to go when the bell rings and how to get home. Students in 1st through 4th grades that are car riders will dismiss from class at 2:50 and go to the cafeteria, where they will wait for their name to be called. When they hear their name, they will go to the front of the building and be picked up. Bus riders will be dismissed by bell at 3 o'clock and go to the back entrance to load their buses. In keeping with safety guidelines due to COVID-19, the following changes have to be made. Parents needing to check out a student will need to call the office and wait in their car or on the sidewalk if walking up for us to bring your child to you. Parents and visitors are not allowed in the building. A parent wishing to eat lunch with their child will also need to call and wait in their car or on the sidewalk if walking up. Our staff will bring your child to you. You may eat outside or off campus. Parents will not be allowed to walk up and pick up a child in the afternoon. Students will need to be a car rider, daycare van rider, walker, or bus rider. Thank you, and have a great evening.